Alright, we are back. We are live. We're going to continue from here. It looks like everything is going pretty well for the first stream in the new place. I don't see any frame drops, so we'll get pretty much right into it. I think I left off last time. We got Dunsparce, so I'm going to check the PC here, see where we're at. It's been a good 2 weeks since I've played. Yes, we do have Dunsparce. Perfect. And I've completely forgotten where I'm supposed to be in this cavern. I feel like it should be up the stairs. Hey yo, CB Genius, what's going on? Okay, I'm going the right way. That's the important thing. It seems Discord has been notified by Slate that I am streaming at the moment, which is fantastic. Always love to see Slate doing his job and not being a lazy moderator. It's been far too long since I've been able to play this game. Just moving and all of that stuff has really taken the fun out of being able to play a whole lot of stuff, so we're getting back into it though. Managed to have work bright and early in the morning today, so we got that done and taken care of. Had to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and got off at noon, so yeah, unfortunately we weren't able to stream yesterday, but we'll make up for it today, and hopefully Saturdays will continue to be a good day to stream. It's just really hard finding motivation to wake up extremely early and do those streams, because I do also work on Saturday. I don't have a day off anymore for the time being, so I gotta pick and choose what I can do, and yesterday just wasn't a great day for it. Actually, I'll be right back. When the streamer goes AFK. No, it was important, I promise, because we finally have the classic zebra cakes going on, a staple for any Pokemon Colosseum playthrough. Just something that I did when I was a kid, when I was about 10 to 12 years old, and since then, anytime I sit down and play a GameCube game, it's gotta have some zebra cakes, even though I can only eat like one package of them these days because they're too sweet or something. I don't know. I'm old. Just can't eat a whole box of them like I used to anymore. It hits different. Okay, I'm starting to figure out where I am again. Pretty sure Pinecoat is on the list. But Swablu should be, in theory, should be next. And I'm pretty sure we got all of the shadow Pokemon for this area, I want to say. I get about a package through these and that yucky feeling sets in. Like, in the middle of the second cake, it will set in. But I'll finish it anyways. I'll power through somehow. But like, oddly enough, I could drink like an entire Mountain Dew or Coke while eating those, and the Coke doesn't bother me at all. Like, eating extra sugar in conjunction with the zebra cakes, it doesn't matter. It's just halfway through the second zebra cake, too much zebra cake now. I think it has to do with the cream and the frosting. You've had zebra cakes before, right, CB? Like, I'm just making sure they're not just a US thing. I would assume Little Debbie is continental North America. Or, you know, the North American continent. I don't know if they're worldwide by any means. I would actually seriously doubt that, but surely they're in Canada as well. Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay. No way. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. As long as you've heard of them, you know kind of what they are. They're like a sponge cake that's been filled with cream filling, but it's got a really long shelf life, so it's like just sugar cream filling. It's not like donut cream filling. It's not good cream filling. And then it's covered in like this frosting like glaze thing. Hey, Z Pokeplays is now following on Twitch. Oh yeah. Wait, what? I'm streaming this on YouTube, right? I'm pretty sure I am. Now I'm questioning my life. I think you just found the Twitch link through Discord and followed me there. I hope that's what happened. Otherwise, I'm streaming on Discord or on Twitch instead. It's really weird. Consumed an entire extra large package of rockets. Don't know what those are, but it sounds pretty bad. Hey yo, Z Pokemon Plays. Poke Plays. The odds of that happening. Both of you entered the chat with heyo, and I don't think you can see his first message. But welcome to the stream, all the same. Nonetheless, all the same, I tried to combine those two phrases. It wasn't really working out for me. Okay. Also, side note, I recently watched Loki on Disney Plus, and I gotta say, I'm pretty teed off right now. Like, how dare they? How dare they end on episode 6? I can see where it ties into Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, so I understand why they did, but how dare they? That was a big cliffhanger they left off on. Oh. Dude, those are Smarties here. Huh. Interesting that they changed the name crossing the border. At least I would assume they are the equivalent of Smarties. Unless those different colors have different flavors. If they're all the same flavor, then they're definitely Smarties. Yeah, I'm watching WandaVision as well because I've heard very heavily that Multiverse of Madness has to do with Loki and WandaVision more than it has to do with the spell in Spider-Man Far From Home. I haven't seen this to verify this, but that's just a rumor that I've heard. So I gotta watch those so that when I go and watch Doctor Strange, I'll know what's going on. Question is, was an entire pack more than the serving size? I feel like I'm going the right way. I mean, here Smarties are just Smarties, but the picture of your rockets that you sent me looks exactly like a pack of Smarties. I mean, minus the color differences. Wait, they added you to the league after all? That's cool. I haven't exactly been following what's going on over there as well as I should. I've been participating in my battles, but that's about it. Did they go ahead and give you that ground type gym? Nice. Yeah, I agree, CB. Between doing all the streaming and stuff and trying to do videos and working double jobs, getting life squared away that way, I haven't really been able to invest as much time in the league as I wanted to. And Declan, this was his brainchild, so we kind of did it at his request, and just it took so long to get up and going with any sort of momentum that a lot of people that were interested in it kind of aren't anymore, so. And I will be able to battle closer to 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. I'm currently debating on whether or not I'm going to resurrect my Skyward Sword Let's Play that I was doing. But I can't for the life of me remember where I was streaming it on. YouTube has no record of it, and I think Twitch deletes videos, so they also have no record of it. Which is extremely unfortunate, because that means I have no idea where I left off at. But let's see if the PC version will help me out a little bit more. Oh, shoot, we have a Cypher peon? Oh, that's odd. I've reached a dead end, it seems. Hey, Nathan! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. It was on Twitch? Okay, just making sure, because like I have no idea. I'm pretty sure they're deleted. I think I decided I was going to stream it on Twitch and then move it over to YouTube if anything good came of it. I don't think that ended up happening because I don't know. I don't know why I stopped doing it. I really don't have a good reason. Oh, shoot. I mean, at least it's still a dark move. I just realized I taught Umbreon Feint Attack and deleted Bite. Shoot, that sucks. Is there a name? Is there? I wonder if there's a name, move changer here. Oh yeah. I think I should bring that back then, because I need to exercise really bad. I'm getting that dad bod a little too early. Thank you, Nathan. I try. I hope it's a good stream. I think it looks really colorful. It looks vibrant. A lot better of a background than I typically have for my streams. It's a really fun game that I really enjoy playing, and I hope that I can make the Skyward Sword background as good, if not better, than this one. And I'm also wanting to revive a Let's Play that I started a year ago or more for all shrines and divine beasts in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on hero mode, but only with 3 hearts. I mean, I know my original playthrough was hero mode, but I think it got a little bit too easy after a while, so I'm going to do the whole thing over again, but with only 3 hearts and the 1 stamina bar. Get that Guru spawn going. I hope so. I mean, the apartment complex I moved to does have a gym. I just haven't motivated myself to go and check it out. I'm working a little bit too many hours right now, and my hope is that the work that I am doing is offsetting that so that I'm not like gaining weight and getting out of shape. I'm actually getting more in shape, so my second job is a lot more active than my sedentary primary job at a bank. I am essentially really well paid IT at this point. So like if you have problems with your mobile banking at this specific bank that I work at, who gets contacted, and I have to figure out how to solve your problems. And I get paid pretty decent money to do that. And so I just got a second job to, you know, shotgun my car payment off as quickly as possible before November. Kind of set a goal for that. So that's taken up like so much of my free time right now. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be free time because I'm getting paid to work. It's taken up a lot of my time, let's put it that way. But I think I'm getting it to where I will still be working every day, but I will only be doing my second job on the weekends, I think. And then that leaves me open to stream on the evenings after I get off work. And some of Saturday and Sunday. Hey, Groudon, what's going on? Oh, we got a record of 4 viewers today, so that's good. Nowhere near the 20 that we're hoping for in a stream. I still got to think of a good reward for that one. I think the current reward for, you know, getting a lot of people in the stream at one time, getting 20 people, is that I'll do a Nuzlocke of like Pokemon Emerald or something. I've never done a Nuzlocke before. Ha 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 ha. Kyogre is better. It's so much better. But the shiny though, shiny Groudon is better than Kyogre and shiny Kyogre. Aesthetically anyways. But Kyogre is my favorite legendary for that generation. Yeah, I have gotten a little bit of ad revenue. My videos have slowed down because I do want to stay away from just doing Sysbot how-tos and guides, and those were the videos that were doing really, really well on my channel. So I'm hoping to kind of edge away from those and go in more of a Zelda Pokemon direction. Oh shoot, that's a Shadow Pokemon. Bet. Haha, called it. I wish YouTube would become my second job. That would be amazing for me. I'm hopeful. I have been doing decent with what I've been able to put out thus far, so I just need to do more of that. Finding time to do so, a little bit harder than actually doing it, if that makes sense. Like, making the videos and the content is easy enough. Now, finding the time in which to do it, not so much. Haha! Swablu missed. Must not have had his mic on. I feel like that was backwards, but whatever. As far as mobile games, I play Pokemon Go very, very infrequently, but I don't really play mobile games too much. These graphics are pretty terrible. I mean, it's aged okay. Like, in some ways, I feel like they're better than Sword and Shields. In others, I can see where it's lacking, but at least this has nostalgia attached to it. I do not know what SWGOH is, gonna be honest. I mean, the GameCube did have pretty good graphics for back in the day. Like, maybe not so much in certain aspects, but Umbreon looks pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. Beldum looks pretty legit. It's more of the programming and the animations of walking that's bad for this generation. But like, the 3D models, I'm pretty sure Pokemon Go still uses some of these 3D models. Like, the 3D models haven't improved that much in the series. Yes, I sure did. Wait, Groudon, have you not played Pokemon Colosseum or known about it? Like, the entire purpose of this game is to catch their Pokemon. It's like they made a game where you get to join Team Rocket and steal Pokemon. Except for you can only steal certain Pokemon because the redhead chick behind you is a goody-goody two-shoes. So, like, you can't just go on a rampage and steal everything, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna go back down, and we're going to save, and we're going to heal, because I really feel like I did catch that Swablu. And it's about time that we run into Mirror Bee. Oh yeah, dude, this game has been around since like 2010. It's a decade or more old and still pretty great. If you happened to have a GameCube lying around, I would definitely recommend this game. Or if you emulate and are into that type of a thing, I would suggest emulating it. I'm actually playing it on my trusty GameCube with the HDMI conversion kit. So I don't trust that I actually saved, so I'm going to save again. Because Zelda has taught me save, and just to make sure, you save again. Yeah, this is easily one of my top 5 GameCube games. Melee being one of them, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess being another one, XD Gale of Darkness, and Pokemon Colosseum. Top 5 right there. I would love for nothing more than a remaster on the Switch. That would be amazing. Wait a second. That can't be right. What the heck? Oh, because I went down the other staircase. Got it. Oh, also, I need to pop up Swablu, because we have Swablu now. Yes. Although I don't know if I want it more than I want an Oracle remake, because those games were fire as well. Like, they deserve some sunlight. It's been 20 years since they've gotten any attention and love. So I feel like, as far as remakes, that game would be higher up on my list of desires. But I would love for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess to get a dual pack on the Switch, just because the Wii U was such garbage and they didn't get to sell very many copies of that game. I feel like it would behoove them to really sell them on the Switch. Like, they could get a lot of sales on the Switch And they really should do it, especially if we're not getting the next Zelda game until spring. I'm just waiting for like a shadow announcement of, hey, this is coming out in November, just to tie you over until you get done, just until we're ready to release the next game. Okay, can I tell you how annoying I find this battle? Like, Mirror B is one of my favorite trainers in this entire game just because of how much of a troll he is and how hard these Ludicolos are to defeat. Because, like, you really don't have any super effective moves against grass water. Like, I can't think of anything right off the top of my head that would be like, oh yes, grass water, this is what I need to destroy this, you know? Because fire's not going to work. Ground isn't going to work. Thunder kind of will work, but not great. Flying would do decent. It would, yeah, flying and thunder would probably be the best. Lightning, electric, that one. And like, oh, no. They keep healing themselves, so like, that's part of the reason why it's super annoying. Oh, he's gonna hit me 5 times, right? Nope. Yeah, Ludicolo is just like a tank and trolley, and it constantly recovers and uses Rain Dish and heals, and I don't like it. And he's got like 4 of them. Honestly, I think whoever designed this character was just hilarious. Again, I love Mirror B. I think his team's hilarious, but it is so annoying. So, Ludicolo, like, really, it just depends on what vernacular you want to use for it. It's kind of like Suicune, Suisun, Suicine, Suisun. Like, however you want to say it, it's probably going to be right because the anime is definitely not going to pronounce it the correct way anyways. Ludicolo, Ludicolo, either way. I'm trying to think of what words YouTube bans, because like I could submit an argument for it being Ludicolo. Like singular Pokemon or Pokemon game, because singular Pokemon, I think I have to go with Swampert. Like Mudkip Swampert, that line. Easily my favorite Pokemon line. Swampert. Just because I think Mudkip is adorable, and I have really fond memories of using Swampert in my playthrough. Second to that, obviously Gengar is another favorite of mine. And Toxapex. Toxapex is another favorite. So what are those 3? That he is. So, funny story about Swampert and why I like it so much, okay? So, I'm like 10 years old, playing Pokemon for a little bit. I've been playing since I was like 4, old enough to read. I was playing this game and not understanding what was going on, aside from Charmander is pretty cool. Got to 3rd generation. I was in like 3rd grade, 4th grade, somewhere around there. And you start off your adventure in the Hoenn region, and the screen for the SP is pretty narrow, so like when you get to Odale Town, the second town that you enter, you cannot see the left edge or the right edge of the town. You can only see the tree line, and there's a very slim break on the left-hand side of that tree line that a nerd guy is guarding so that you can't go that way initially. When you enter the town, you have to go up, you have to see May, battle her, learn how to fight, catch Pokemon, all that jazz. And then you'll be able to exit to the left. Oh, freaking Sooty Woodoo. Okay. Is Confusion going to kill it? I think it is. Anyways, so I tried to go to the left route initially, and it said, no, you can't. I'm investigating these footprints. Come back later. And so I go off and I battle May and like completely forget all about that interaction, forget all about that guy, had no idea that pathway was there. And this is something that changed. Like, I cannot find a copy of this occurrence anywhere. Okay, we're going to risk this one for the biscuit. I'm going to use one Confusion on it. I hope it survives. So there are a couple versions of Pokemon Sapphire, and unfortunately I don't have my original Sapphire anymore, but there is a sign on Route 3 that says if your Pokemon gets strong enough, it will learn Surf, or sorry, if your Pokemon is strong enough, it can ferry you across the water. It said that exactly. So my 10-year-old brain thinks, awesome, I have a Mudkip. I'll just level it up and eventually it will carry me across the water. Like, and I knew about HMs and I thought it was fishy, but it was a new generation, so I'm like, oh my gosh, they are doing away with HMs. We're not gonna have HMs. Our Pokemon are just going to learn how to do this naturally. And I thought that was really cool. So I was like, yeah, let's level up Swampert. Well, Mudkip at the time because I didn't know what its evolutions were. I leveled that sucker up to level 40 before I realized something was up, and ended up having to go and search for the way out of New Odale Town. So, first playthrough, chose Mudkip, didn't think anything was off when I got to level 36 and it evolved into Swampert, and I was like, it still hasn't learned Surf yet. I can't cross this water. How high of a level does this possibly have to be? Started getting a little frustrated. And then that dawned on me, what would have happened if I would have chosen Blaziken or Trico? Those aren't water type Pokemon. Those will never learn Surf. Ever. Ever. And then it finally clicked that, you know what, just maybe I missed an exit to the town somewhere, and so I had to go back to town to find the exit out. So I played through the entire generation, third generation, with a very high over-leveled Swampert the entire time. It was a great playthrough. Hello, Sir Kirby. Sorry, I missed that entry in there in my monologue here. My story time of failing at third generation and then going through it extremely overpowered. It was a good time. Very much worth it. I would not wish that upon anybody, as far as literally spending 8 hours, like my entire Christmas day, leveling this poor Swampert into oblivion, trying to cross a lake in Route 3. And because that seemed to confuse some people or something, in the next versions of the game that they released, you know, with a few patch updates and whatnot, the sign's wording has changed. Because now it no longer says that. And like, I know I'm not crazy. I know that I had that experience. But on that same vein, like, that Mandela effect thing could be real, because I know it's with words primarily and brands, but I think it's extremely possible that that 2012 occurrence that everybody's joking about with the Mandela effect just changed what my memory of that was. Okay, that was Ludicolo. Perfect. I was like so upset for a second because I thought I just killed Sudowoodo. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I wasn't even attacking that thing. Yes, I want you to learn Psybeam. We are going to forget... yeah, Swift. Yeah. When you play games before the age of the internet boom and you could just look up everything. Ooh, perfect. Okay, Sudowoodo. Like, you are hands down one of the hardest Pokemon to capture in this game, so, like, play nice, will ya? You're paralyzed, you're weak, stay in the ball. Apparently my Pokemon is deaf and cannot hear me. Okay, let's kick it up a notch and go with an Ultra Ball. And I'm also gonna heal myself because, like, why not? I really can't afford to lose Espeon, as it were. The worst grind he did in Pokemon was leveling Pichu to level 21 to beat Brog. Yeah. I could understand how that would be pretty bad. Oh, good old Pikachu. Pokemon Yellow. How dare you! Let's go. Escape. We got beaten by a kid. I don't know if it's so much an early stream. I think it's a day late, but it's like 2 p.m. here, so like I got an hour and like 18 minutes to go, somewhere around there for this stream. But I am seriously considering streaming like after an hour break to get some stuff prepared. I'm thinking I'm going to revive one of my Zelda streams. I want to get that Zelda content back on the channel. And I've been putting forth some effort into getting that to work. And I just can't decide whether I want it to be my Skyward Sword playthrough or Breath of the Wild playthrough. I'm thinking Breath of the Wild, because I got some other content I want to be able to do with that game. If I play my card rights, I could play through the game in first-person mode, because I do have that mod on my PC. I also own the game, so I don't feel bad about it. I put my game on the PC, so I did it legitly. Yeah, that's why I stopped streaming so late, because, like, you don't get a whole lot of view time doing that, to be honest. Like, it's very minimal at best. All 4 Divine Beasts at once? I don't even know how to do that. What do you mean by doing all 4 Divine Beasts at the same time? Like, the Blights? Or do you mean, like, actually somehow doing all 4 of them at the same time legitimately? Oh, in one stream. Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be super bad. That would actually be doable. I thought he was talking about, like, somehow running all 4 of them simultaneously. I'm like, I'm not that good. Definitely not that good. But I know with mods, you can fight all the blights at the same time. You can also do it if you just go straight to Ganon without freeing the Divine Beasts. Okay. We got Sudowoodo. There is a PC right here. We'll save. Oh, Johnson. I would like to see me do all 4 blights at the same time. Hey, we got a new stream record today. I mean, not a new stream record, but a new high for today. It ticked up to 6 for a second. 6 people viewing. That's always a good thing. The more the merrier. And these streams have been getting quite a lot of views after the fact. Like, not one of them is below 300 views, so I'm extremely excited about that. I think it's really cool that there's this much interest. I just wish we could hit my goal of 20 people in the stream at the same time. I think that would be amazing. Okay, any ideas where I'm supposed to go? I'm pretty sure it's to Agate Town. Oh, Fantine, hey. Okay, let's go talk to the psychic lady, I guess. The air feels somewhat less dirty. Yes. Nothing escapes your notice. It is to the north. Up north? That's where my grandpa lives. Oh, I forgot we named her Anka. To your grandpa's house. Also, can we talk about how, like, I haven't missed a single shadow Pokemon this entire playthrough? Like, I've been saving just in case I had to reset, but I haven't had a reset yet. I'm extremely happy about that. Yes, the air is different here. Got Pokemart. The big tree equals the elder's house, so let's go talk to them. I'm just a thug, so thanks for letting me crash your pad, old people. Help! There's trouble! Some outsiders went into the relic forest. Oh no. Okay, we had some really intense music, and then I left the house, and it stopped. Oh, in the gym leader challenge? Gym leader channel? They already know about it. Promote it in general, yo. Oh. Hello, Cypher Peon. Ooh, what's my next one? Hitmontop, that's what we're looking for. Sorry, one of these days I'll get like a new desk and the earth won't shake every time I touch the desk. It's kind of a curse. But it's a desk I have to deal with for now. She was easier to beat than I thought she was going to be. Oh yes, I was checking my Twitch channel. View all. Yeah, apparently they get deleted if you don't use them. Okay. My wife just texted me and asked me if I went home from work, and I had like a mini panic for a minute. Cause like, I was only scheduled until 12 today, and I was like, wait, it wasn't 2, right? I was supposed to leave, right? Okay, so Shroomus isn't, but it is poison, so we're going to Psybeam the crap out of that one. You found what? Declan, you found something? What did you find? It's been a while. Yeah, I really do bounce back and forth between whether I'm on Twitch or on YouTube. I should probably make up my mind of which one I'm going to stream on, because I don't know if Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild is going to be on Twitch or YouTube. Probably YouTube. Because I don't think they can get Genius Sonority to remake the game. And if anybody touches Pokemon Colosseum except for Genius Sonority, it's going to fail. I don't know. I personally think this game series is amazing, and that it should be remade for the Nintendo Switch, because too many people are missing out on this game. I feel like it's largely due to how restrictive the game actually is, like, as far as what you can and can't do, the Pokemon that are available. It's got a really small roster of Pokemon, with only, like, there's 48 Shadow Pokemon, plus the 2 that you get to start off, so there's at most like 50 Pokemon that you can interact with as yours and mess with that way. So I feel like part of the reason why they aren't remaking it is because Sword and Shield got a lot of crap for not letting you use your full dex, but this game is even more so restrictive. But if they made it compatible with Pokemon Home, There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be able to move Pokemon in just like you would have traded your Pokemon from 3rd generation into this game, because this game does support the entire national dex for Generation 3. Like, you can bring them into the game, you just can't find them here natively. Generation 3, this is a huge step to being able to complete the Pokedex, because Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness are, in effect, how you get Generation 2's or the Johto Dex complete in Generation 3. Since you can't trade up from Gold and Silver, this is the only way that you really have to get those Pokemon available in 3rd generation. Like Croconaw, this is how you got it. Cyndaquil and Bayleaf, this is how you get it into the game. Ho-Oh and Lugia especially. Then your guys wouldn't be locked in Pokemon Home? For real. Time for another bite of zebra cake. But if our Pokemon weren't locked in Pokemon Home, would we honestly use it again? That's the question. I do gotta say, it's extremely convenient for being able to trade like an entire dex over at one time in between games. But it is not it's not free to use as a storage device. Like, if you put your Pokemon in there, you will not be able to get them out. At least not all of them. I think Egan's like a really good battler from back in the day or something like that. Yes. I think they're getting better with it as far as having home challenges with the decks and stuff. I would like to see them add a lot more to it. Cypher Peon Scrub. Oh, what? What? Oh, we get to watch him get beaten by the Shadow Pokemon, that's right. Oh man, this quick attack animation is terrible. I love it. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium from back in the day. That is what's up. We're not going to be a pushover like the old man. We'll show him what's up. Oh, so he's going to use more Pokemon against us because we're cool. Yeah, I agree. The phone version doesn't need all the bells and whistles, since in theory you wouldn't be able to transfer them over anyways. You can only transfer Pokemon from your games to the Switch version. And we don't seem to matter. I mean, I would like to think that kids would still play Pokemon Colosseum. Hitmontop is another pain in the butt to capture in this game. So, here's the thing. Game Freak does not control Pokemon. Game Freak is on its last legs with Pokemon. They're on thin ice. Like, they're still the go-to programmer, don't get me wrong. But, Game Freak realistically has very little say in Pokemon. The last two remakes, in fact, have been outsourced to different companies like IRLC, and I can't remember what the last one was, but Game Freak really only works on the new games. These days, I should say. It's kind of like what they ended up doing with what's it called? The Zelda series. In their remakes, Monolith Soft does a lot of that stuff for them. Pokemon Colosseum is kind of a harder game too. It's not excessively hard by any means, but I mean, it's not BDSP Cynthia hard by any means, so we don't have to worry about that. But it's not Sword Shield easy though, that's for sure. I think what makes this game harder is the lack of options for Pokemon. But in that same vein, like, Umbreon and Espeon are extremely overpowered. I also just noticed that one of my lights on the bottom shelf is blue when it's supposed to be red, and it's kind of annoying me now. Like, it had one job. Nope, I did want to use Thunder. I'm gonna have to go buy some more emergency Ultra Balls and such. Yes. I've never successfully caught Sudowoodo and Hitmontop in a row before. It's usually been I've missed Sudowoodo and caught Hitmontop, or I've got Sudowoodo and missed Hitmontop. It just never happens. Yeah, I mean, with this game you can redo the mount battle things over and over and over again. Like, that's actually how you purify your shadow Pokemon, but your shadow Pokemon can't level up until they're purified, so that definitely is a huge hindrance. If you're not purifying your Pokemon, they can't level up and evolve. Wait, but there was the file on the ground. Why can't I have it? It may take some time. Please be patient. Senelor lives near the Pokemart down the hill. Okay, well, we're gonna go talk to that guy because we need to waste precious time while Grandma searches for the ancient relic. Fine. Are you Selenor? What about course reasons? Yeah, it is a pretty big hindrance not being able to battle wild Pokemon and have them accessible here. You're not wrong about that one, though. Are you Senelor? According to ancient lore, the relic is said to hold the power of time travel for Celebi. That mystical power is said to revive the most pleasant, most enjoyable memories of a Pokemon. If only it worked on me and brought back my memories of my youth. He just called me a hoe. To meet Celebi directly, you must use an item called the Time Flute. That is all one needs to bring Celebi to the Relic Forest. Oddly specific. Okay. I cannot get what file? I am a hacker. I will get all the files. Ah, we found the small tablet passed down through our family for many generations. That seems quite the convenient plot point, I'm not gonna lie. It's been passed down through our family for generations. Here, you take it. Celebi's power shelters, heart imprisoned by shadows, its last door shall be opened by the power of Thin. That is an oddly specific thing to be carrying around for centuries, but I guess if Celebi travels through time, it knows that you'll need that information eventually, so... Interesting. What did you say me? What? Okay, well, let's go. I got like 4 Pokemon. I can't leave until I check my email? Gosh, I think this PDA is one of the reasons I hate email so much. Emergency! We got big trouble. I just got word from our people that Mount Battle's under attack by a mysterious group of thugs. Please, can you help? We think it's the same group as the one Mirror B belongs to. For some reason, we're counting on you, and you alone. Despite having a police force of some kind, why doesn't this region have police? Goodness. Game Freak could make one continuous MMO Pokemon. Each expansion could add a new region and gimmick, then also add home compatibility and stuff like ribbons from Pokemon Sleep. Pokemon Tournament and make home more of like a personal achievement system. That they could. They absolutely could and should make use of their resources that they got. But fans want it, so naturally, it's a terrible idea. I mean, it's not really a terrible idea. I freaking love it. Like, fans have made a widely successful Pokemon MMO, and Game Freak's just being stubborn and not cashing in on that. It's like, hello, people did all of the work for you. They vetted it, they tested it, and found out that people would love to have something like this, and yet you're still too stubborn to make it. I think that's a very poor business decision. Like, your audience has already told you that they would buy it because they're buying it from a third-party source that has no right to be selling it. I mean, I think they're starting to break into it with Pokemon Unite and, you know, paying gobs of money for those gacha things that they're selling. Oh, you want that Garchomp at the beach? Well, you're gonna have to pay money for a chance to receive that item. Come on, fork it over. We know you're going to. Yeah, it was a Game Freak. Which, again, just adds to my sentiment that Game Freak stopped caring about Pokemon forever ago. Like, they are so convinced that they are going to lose the monopoly they have. I mean, it's not really a monopoly, but the relationship that they have with the rights to be able to make the Pokemon games, the contracts, as you would say, they're so convinced that they're going to lose those that they stopped trying and are going to thereby lose them because they stopped trying. They even started making their own kind of game similar to Pokemon in some regards, just as a backup, and they've been putting more time and attention and focus into making sure that that's going to be viable for them. How the heck do I get down there? Nope. Oh well, it's not important. On with the story, I suppose. Yeah, I've already been that way. There is a Pokemon that may open the door to its heart. Oh my gosh! I finally get to do something. Okay, where's Makuhita? Ha! We get to take the shadow off. Did you see it? Shadow on, shadow off. We now have one Pokemon. Purified. And it got a ribbon. No, we don't nickname our Pokemon because I'm lame. The Ian file. Celebi's power. The purification of shadow Pokemon has several factors. Celebi appears to have the power to boost the purification process. If a shadow Pokemon encounters a Celebi, it recalls how its heart was before being closed. It reverts to its original form. The Relic Stone of Agate Village also appears to have the power to complete the purification process. These factors must be eliminated if our Shadow Pokemon plan is to succeed. Chief Ian. Other Pokemon. That was weird. Recent and Timmy. I mean, Tencent. Okay, we gotta grab Crocona. We got to grab Mischievous. And I think we're going to have to grab Flaffy. There we go. We're making headway. I think I'm going to have to keep Crocona and Flaffy on my team and just swap out everybody else. I know it slows down the purification process, but I just enjoy having them on my team too much. Since Crocona and Fraligator and Totodile are like my go-to starters for Johto region. I have covered no leaks for Scarlet and Violet. I should, because it's content and would do really, really well. I just really haven't had a whole lot of time, unfortunately. I am kind of sad at how much time I haven't had to cover leaks, but part of it is due to Riddler Koo over on Twitter saying that he doesn't really expect to have much until July, so I feel like covering leaks at this point is kind of a huge disservice to the community. Like, there are a few leaks that happen every now and then, just none of them seem to be of any substantial quality right now, in my opinion. So I'm not wasting time covering a lot of them. Like, sure, I could have done, oh, he said there might be something about a bull, there might be something about a third typing, but like nothing is concrete enough because we can't have pictures, we don't have any sources other than Riddler Koo just saying in a riddle that this is what he's heard and seen. They are indeed cool. Yeah, and that's a fair decision, CB. I'm of the persuasion that, like, really, what can get spoiled? It's Pokemon. Like, if it was Zelda in a plot point, like, I would be pissed if something spoiled that for me. But realistically for me, there is absolutely nothing that's going to happen in Pokemon that would ever be considered a spoiler for me. I mean, yes, we like to see what Pokemon are going to evolve into as they evolve, as we experience that level up. I mean, I have very fond memories of 3rd generation leveling up and like, oh my gosh, this is a new form, I haven't seen this before. So I completely understand where you're coming from with that. The main thing that I have against that is just, I've played Pokemon for so long, I'm really not surprised by anything that they're going to do. So like, as a content creator, I've kind of accepted that it comes with the territory that things are going to get spoiled. But I will keep Zelda stuff to a bare minimum just because I don't want that spoiled for me. Pokemon, a little bit different for me. Like, being perfectly honest, at this stage in my game, Game Freak isn't going to give me what I want anyway, so I'm going to be let down by the game ultimately. So, I mean, spoil away, because at least then I know what I'm getting into when I buy it. Like, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. One thing that I'll give them is I had no idea there was a Delta episode until I got there. I thought that was amazing. That was a great surprise. I enjoyed that aspect. Sword and Shield. I thought it was great that they had all of the upgrades that they do. That it had the DLC, if you will. But I also feel like that was something that really should have been included in the game from the get-go. So like, while I was kind of surprised by the announcement, the whole time I was playing the game, I was expecting it because the Pokedex was incomplete and it really rubbed me the wrong way. Why are we going back? Why are we regressing as a franchise? We had the whole dex last game. We're moving to the Switch. Why don't we have the whole dex this game? They're already in Pokemon Home, so the 3D models already exist. They can't say, oh, we gotta program 3D models for the game because we're starting over on a new system. No, they're already there. They're already there. Just use them. You haven't changed models since Sun and Moon. I think BDSP was just a terrible remake. Let's be real. Like, literally the worst remake Pokemon has ever done. And that's saying something when we have the likes of Pokemon Go and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. Like, those were remakes, technically. And BDSP was just terrible. Like, fans had asked for it for so long, and they just did that game dirty. Like, they didn't really add much to it. Yeah, the underground expanded. You could find wild Pokemon down there, and they used it as a way to level out the imbalance that the game had anyways. Like, hot dang, original Diamond and Pearl had a lot of flaws. Like, your teams were extremely limited. If you didn't have Chimchar as your starter, you had no fire coverage. That was just that. So, like, they went through and fixed some good issues, don't get me wrong, but, like, overall, BDSP was just a lazy remake, and I'm glad that they did remake it because it gives us legal access to Shaman, Arceus, Darkrai, and Cresselia once again, and that was something that was sorely needed for the Pokedex, but ultimately, it just felt lazy. Yeah, even my childhood was ruined with BDSP, for real. Like, I didn't even like the originals, to be honest, and I was hoping that BDSP would fix my issues with them, and in a large part, it did. It was faster, it was more responsive. I think the load times on the Switch are ridiculously awful, though. But once you load it into the game, yeah, I liked how it was faster movement-wise. And that was my big only complaint with... Not my big only complaint. My biggest complaint with the originals. They were just so slow. Everything was clunky. And yes, the Elite Four changes were really good. It was actually difficult. However, they did them not in a great way because you just battle through the Elite Four and then out of nowhere you get backhanded by Cynthia. No challenge the entire game for any of the battles, and the next thing you know, Cynthia just backhands you and is super hard for no reason. But she was as hard as a champion should be, don't get me wrong. I don't think she was too hard. I just think that, like, the step up in difficulty was not clearly defined, And it wasn't a gradual, okay, this Elite Four is pretty hard, this one's harder, this one's even harder. It's just like, nope, easy, easy, easy. This is like Generation 1, or this is Gym 1 level difficulty because my team's leveled. And then, bam, Cynthia. Competitive built team. Like, a lot of people expected there to be Mega Evolution in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I can understand why there was no Dynamaxing in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Personally, I don't think that's the best mechanic anyways. But it is a good mechanic all the same. I will give it credit. It combines Z moves and Mega Evolution into a less OP type of a system, and so I agree with it. But not having Dynamaxing in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl makes sense because the Galar particles aren't there. The energy needed to are not there. That's fine. I can understand that decision, but Mega Evolution not being a thing, I feel like a lot of people have been hoping for that for a long time. Yes, or if they added anything from Legends. Understandably, they didn't, because then you would have known what was happening in Legends before you got it. But like, why are they so closely coming out together, but for some reason those Pokemon still don't exist? Like, I feel like we should have gotten at least a nod to those Pokemon. And what they did with the book in the library was extremely cool. The book in the library in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl tells you how to get Manaphy in Legends Arceus. I thought that was a nice creative touch, but they should have done a lot more of that. That would have made a better remake. Yeah. Like, if Pokemon Legends Arceus can control space and time rifts, why can we not have Dialga and Palkia cause space and time rifts in BDSP time? I feel like that's a fair expectation. Exactly, even if it was an update after Legends released. I feel like that is also a fair expectation. It's like, okay, the game's out, let's add some DLC. Also, we're still waiting for Deoxys, I think. Deoxys and Celebi. I feel like I don't think there's going to be a Celebi event in BDSP because there was just one in Sword and Shield and Home's compatible and everything. But like, Deoxys hasn't been seen or heard from since Oris. So I feel like we should have some indication there that they care about Deoxys. Especially seems how we have the stones in Hearthome City to turn what I'm trying to say, turn Deoxys into Speed Deoxys, Defense Deoxys, and Attack Deoxys. Like, the stuff is still there. Why aren't we using it? Jirachi we did get access to, and Mew we got access to. Unfortunately, you can't get them shiny because the game hands them to you, but you can get a legal copy of it. I feel like her was a typo. When was the last time you could get who legit? Yeah. In BDSP, you can get both Jirachi and Mew from the daycare, not the daycare, the couple located in Floroma Town. As soon as you enter, just veer off to the left, you'll see two people there. They will each give you a Mew or Jirachi, depending on who you talk to. If you have an adventure for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I believe you will get Jirachi. If you have a save file / adventure for Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee, you will get given a Mew. And I think it's great that they brought them back into the games for easy access. However, I think it's stupid that you have no chance of getting them shiny. Same with Manaphy. Gosh dang it. Manaphy is still the rarest shiny Pokemon that can be obtained. I mean, obviously that shiny Tailo that was given out at a theme park in Japan back in 3rd generation, that is rare, and there's only like one in existence. Hypothetically, nobody knows for sure. But moral of the story is, Manaphy is the most statistically impossible shiny there is. Have a star, baby genie. Yep. Oh, that explains why that wasn't effective. Have this ancient DNA cat that we figured out how to clone. Indeed. I don't even have a regular Zeraora. I mean, technically I do, but it's obviously hacked from my 3DS experiments I've been doing. But yeah, it is a rare Pokemon. Shiny Zeraora was dispersed more than regular Zeraora. Heck, even Genesect, Marshadow, and Volcanion had a Sword Shield release. I managed to get those Pokemon, which I'm extremely excited about, through a event that I participated in from Japan. I mean, I paid somebody to go buy Pokemon cards over there and get me the Pokemon card codes so I could get the items for Sword Shield, so I got them. Yes, and on a better selling game. Which brings us full circle back to the Zelda thing with Wind Waker. Like, I'm pretty sure the Nintendo Switch has outsold the Wii U in units by like 4 times at this point, I want to say. Or more. That's just an estimate. And the potential to sell Wind Waker and Twilight Princess for a simple port over to the Switch would grant them so many more sales that never would have been possible on the Wii U. Plus, in my personal expectation, more amiibo support for Wind Waker. I want a Red Lions Wind Waker amiibo, like, please? Can we get a King of the Red Lions Wind Waker amiibo? Although that's neither here nor there, I'd rather have the game, but I want Wolf-Link to be released again. I need this guy in a package, please, because I managed to get one of the few copies of the Wii U version of not Breath of the Wild, of Twilight Princess, and managed to get that amiibo. I feel like Wind Waker should have had the same treatment and given away a King of the Red Lions amiibo that, like, gave you fairies or something. But I'm kind of upset that in order to use this Wolf Link amiibo, I had to take it out of its box to do it. I'm not sure. Volga is one of the commanders that gets summoned. I'm not sure. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Sorry about the earthquake. I had to adjust how I was sitting and bump my whole desk. I always feel like Volga is pretty dragon inspired. He's got sorcery. I personally don't think he is Hylian. He may be more of a draconic descent. And interestingly enough, Ganondorf's last name officially is Dragmire. So, like, I feel like there should be some... For that last name, there should be some people of Hylian draconic descent of some kind. Like, I want to say that should be how the Gerudo were created, is from draconic descent, as his last name is Dragmire. I feel like there should be some sort of dragon connection. But I always associated Volga with Volvagia, and that is probably incorrect to do so, but it could be. It could be. But just given his sorcerer powers, I'm not sure. I don't think he is Hylian, but I don't know what other race he would be. I mean, we have the Wind Tribe that used to talk to Hylians that aren't exactly Hylians. We have the Twilight that aren't Hylians. We have the Gerudo that aren't Hylians. Like, there's very, very many races that other than Hylians, so he could be any number one of those or a new one altogether. Technically there isn't a draconian race in Zelda, but Volga, if he is one, would be the first we see. For sure. Brace dragon. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean, why wouldn't a dragon? I mean, dragons canonically can take on the appearance of a wizard, so, like, why not? I mean, Zelda has dragons. I don't see why one of them couldn't be evil. Why one of them wouldn't shapeshift into a human to suit their needs. Sure. So not Titan. I mean, all the other dragons also serve the goddess, except for Volvagia, so, I mean, there's that. I was totally going to heal, thank you, but I guess I won't now. I'm pretty sure if I leave the area, I can heal and come back and not have to fight everybody over again, and I'm going to have to because my moves can't last forever. Feint attack. Psybeam. Apparently they can. These moves have quite a bit of power points on them. Interesting. True. True. And another evil dragon that we see. That one thing. In the Sky Temple. In Twilight Princess. I feel like his name starts with an A, but I could not tell you what it is to save my life. but that is a giant black dragon. So, like, there are obviously evil dragons in Zelda. I don't see why one of them couldn't turn into a man and lead an army. Despite the fact that Hyrule Warriors is confirmed to be not canon, yeah, why not? Argarok! There we go. Hey, at least I had the first letter of his name right. Like, that's better than I typically do because, he's not one of my favorite bosses ever. I mean, he's fun to fight, and a lot more fun than, the Darbus, for example. So many people like that dragon more than Darbus, but I enjoyed the fight with Darbus a lot more. Not because it was easier, just because I think the mechanic is hilarious. Just pull on a chain and trip them. It's good comedic relief. Argarok is a pretty difficult boss with managing those hook shots. I had a lot of fun doing it, but I just thought Darbus was funnier. I mean, Twilight Princess is a great game, but it's pretty low on my top 10 list for Zelda games. Just because I feel like there are so many other boss fights and games that are better. But it's not a bad game, I love it. Close, yes, but the same, definitely not. I mean, lizards obviously have a lot of similarities with dragons, but the intelligence of dragons would be far, far superior to that of their lizard folk kins. It's also evident that some of the lizard people can fly, so, I mean, they definitely shared that in common as well. Also, it's kind of interesting that in Breath of the Wild, we don't really see flying Lizalfos, huh? Or Aerophos, or whatever they're called. Not to mention that dragons are generally larger. Then you got the whole thing with most of the dragons being descended, or not descended, but created by the goddess Hylia, and then they have their descendants. But, like, what happens if Dinral had 2 children instead of 1, and only one of them received the mantle of the goddess's appointed dragon, or whatever the crap you want to call it? Or Valu. Like, we've had these dragons since Skyward Sword's time. They were given jurisdiction over certain areas. They were given things to protect and things to pass on to the hero. But we see dragons later on, so the question becomes, do they procreate, or do the goddesses make them anew? I would assume procreate, since they can obviously die, so they're mortal in some regards. Maybe they're immortal and only die due to sickness and or being, you know, killed. It's also possible that, like, I find it less likely that the goddesses create them anew every single time, because, like, they don't seem to have the most interaction with the affairs of Hyrule anyways. So I think it's kind of like, okay, the goddess created these and gave them jurisdiction over this, and then she became immortal. So, like, we have these dragons, they probably procreate, but what if they procreated a little bit too much and some of those dragons became bitter that they didn't get to serve the goddess, so they became evil and started eating Gorons and terrorizing temples and such. I mean, I think Lanayru was the dragon that proved that they could die, since he got sick and died. Oh, we have a Cypher Peon. Yes, you are correct. They are immortal until they're not. I mean, that being the thing, immortal being will not die of old age, but invincible being they can't be killed. I just love this music so much. Ooh, a Duskull. I really should throw out my water type to kill this Houndour faster. I think one of these streams, I'm just going to have to spend as much time as possible deliberately botching Pokemon names. I don't know what she synchronized, but she did. I'm actually surprised that my Espeon's return was powerful enough to defeat that Houndour. Oh, I can't use the same move twice due to Torment. What am I going to do? I think my energy drink is wearing off. I'm by no means sponsored, but today's stream was made possible by Monster. Meaning that if I didn't drink one before starting the stream, I probably wouldn't have been able to do it. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can defeat the person in position 9, but as soon as I do 10... Oh no, he is 10. Okay, perfect. Little Karibo. Okay, so we have a dabbler in Yu-Gi-Oh! Good to know. Now, is the reason why you think of Karibo because of Obelisk the Tormentor? I just love how Yugi frequently sacrifices Karibo. I think that's pretty hilarious. Ah, you underestimate me. You see I have a Karibo. Watch this tiny little minuscule Pokemon become the greatest wall defense you've ever seen. Also, let me just sacrifice that to summon this monster. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Little Karibo the YouTuber. That's funny. At least I'm on the right track. Deck him. Yeah, because he's got a freaking Entei on his team. Who wouldn't be cut down to size with that monstrosity? Now I need to figure out where I can buy Ultra Balls and crap. We're tormenting you. Alright, to the outskirts stand, we need Pokeballs. Lots and lots of Pokeballs. Because I can clearly see that Entei is the next Pokemon on my catch list. And I'm scared. Really scared. Oh, well, apparently I can sell. Good to know. Oh, no, I definitely don't want that many of those. We'll go with 10. We'll get 10 of those. And we'll get 12 of those. Perfect, great, grand, golden. I feel like he was around that level. My headset died, so I had to fix it. We're wired from now on. I guess we're going to find out. Your progress has been saved. I wish this was the battle music for Mount Battle the entire time, not just while it's under Cypher or Chipper rule. Pretty sure it's Cypher. This guy being ripped out of his mind. You still won't hand it over. This is what happens to stubborn oafs who don't do as I say. Just BAM! Punches him. The first time somebody used physical violence in Pokemon. Not really. That would have been 2nd gen. Because, like, I feel like our rival punches somebody. And then in 5th generation, our rival also punches somebody. Alright, let's show the great Dakim who's boss to end off the stream. Yeah, definitely Cypher. Oh yeah, these guys actually use setup. I didn't heal my team. Great. Love it. Really love it. As Swablu is sitting on the ground. Yeah, it doesn't affect Swablu because he's got Levitate. Okay. Gosh dang it. Don't you have Protect or Levitate too? Well, this is going to be fun. I think Croconaw knows Bite, so that's helpful at least. Ooh, but Surf though. I think we could still make it. No. Yeah, Bite probably would have been a better use. Hit Swablu. Dang it. Going after my only good Pokemon? Come on, man. Oh, it didn't protect? Solid. Solid. Not solid. That one kind of sucks a little bit. Yeah, at this point I think I'm gonna call it. I don't think that I'm going to be successful at this battle. There's like next to no way I'm going to get through this alive. I guess we'll battle till the end and see how much money I lose. I mean, this is extremely useful for getting your Pokemon purified. That's why I'm not super upset. But I'm more concerned about the money I'm going to leave behind when I lose. Because I got like next to nothing that can affect Golem. Or Marshtomp. I did save right before I fought Entei. Yeah, I literally can't attack. Because I feel like that does no damage. And I feel like that should do no damage as well. Really, I'm just waiting to see what my penalty is going to be, because if I lose like less than $1,000, I think it's worth it for the healing properties that my shadow Pokemon have received from going into battle. But it all depends on what I lose when I lose. Because right now, there is a very, very slim chance, that I can snag a Entei and be on my merry way. So I'm just gonna devote my time and resources to that now. Honestly, if I would have had just my Espeon and Umbreon up to snuff, it would have been fine. Okay, what's my penalty? How much do I lose? Oh, no penalty. Worth it. We'll, yeah, shoot. Doesn't even take my money? That's legit. Can't believe I forgot to heal. Perfect. I think it's very much so doable now. But we're going to save again, and we will pick it back up next weekend for the battle between myself and Dakim once again. So, thank you all for tuning into the stream, for chatting with me while we did this. I hope it was fun, because I had a blast reliving some Pokemon Colosseum fun. So I'll catch you guys in the next stream.